Kelly Ripa, the longtime television personality and co-host of the syndicated morning talk show Live with Kelly and Mark, has recently opened up about an unexpected reality many couples might never imagine until they're thrust into a shared professional spotlight, working side by side with your spouse every single day. While on the surface, hosting a nationally televised program with her husband, Mark Consuelos, may sound like a dream scenario, Ripa candidly revealed that the dynamic comes with its own unique challenges. The beloved morning show host, known for her wit, charisma, and transparency with fans, has been refreshingly honest about the ups and downs of both her personal and professional life. And now she's shedding light on what it really means to co-host daily television with the man she's been married to for nearly 3 decades. From romance to routine, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have been one of the most enduring and admired couples in the entertainment industry. Their love story began in the mid-90s when they met on the set of the soap opera All My Children. From co-stars to life partners, the couple's chemistry was undeniable, and it quickly blossomed into a whirlwind romance. They eloped in 1996, surprising even those closest to them. Over the years, they built a strong family unit with 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. But while their personal life appeared ideal, especially from the outside, transitioning their relationship from private moments to the public realm of daytime TV was no simple feat, according to Ripa. The reality of working together every day isn't always glamorous. Blurring the lines, home versus work. One of the major downsides Ripa pointed out is the constant overlap between home life and work life. In most relationships, couples leave their jobs in the office and return home to decompress, share highlights of their day, and reconnect. But for Kelly and Mark, the home and the studio have become an indistinguishable blur. There's no separation, Ripa admitted in a conversation that turned surprisingly introspective. Most people get to come home from work and share their day with their spouse. We live the same day at the same time, with the same people. So there's not much left to talk about when the cameras stop rolling. This overexposure, while seemingly benign, can take a toll on even the strongest relationships. Ripa explained that the lack of novelty or newness in conversation sometimes makes it feel like they're running out of fresh air in the relationship. Constant scrutiny. Another challenge the couple faces is the scrutiny that comes from being in the public eye as a pair. When Kelly was co-hosting Live with other personalities like Regis Philbin, Michael Strahan, or Ryan Seacrest, the audience focused solely on the show's content and chemistry. Now, with Mark as her co-host, every glance, gesture, and joke between the couple is dissected. There's a pressure to perform not just for ratings, but as a married couple, Ripa noted. If we disagree on something during a segment, people interpret it as marital trouble. If we're too affectionate, it's labeled as inappropriate or staged. There's no winning sometimes. Being on air together daily means every minor interaction is captured and potentially misinterpreted by the public. In a world fueled by social media hot takes and gossip headlines, even the smallest exchange can spiral into speculation. No escape from each other. Perhaps one of the more surprising admissions from Ripa was the concept of needing a break from her partner, something many couples might experience, especially after spending prolonged periods together. However, in their case, taking space becomes incredibly difficult. Everybody needs a little time to themselves, she said. But in our case, if I need a moment, it's not like I can walk into another office or have a lunch break alone. We're mic'd up, seated next to each other, and sharing the same space for hours on and off camera. She emphasized that love and admiration don't negate the human need for space. Being together constantly, especially in a high-pressure, high-visibility job, can create a dynamic where even minor irritations are amplified. The emotional labor of hosting. What most viewers might not realize is that being a morning show host isn't just about being cheerful and engaging for an hour or two. It requires energy, charisma, and emotional agility. For Kelly, managing her own emotions while also being attentive to her husband's moods during filming adds another layer of stress. There are days when one of us is off, maybe tired, upset about something, or just not feeling it. But the cameras roll, and the show must go on, she explained. It becomes this dance of managing your own energy while compensating for your partner's, all while being watched by millions. The mental load is something Ripa believes doesn't get enough attention. While she loves sharing the screen with Mark, it's not without emotional costs. Disagreements in the spotlight. Like any married couple, Kelly and Mark don't always see eye to eye. But unlike most couples, their disagreements can happen live in front of an audience. Whether it's a discussion about parenting, pop culture, or something trivial, any difference in opinion becomes show fodder, and occasionally, tabloid material. There are moments where I want to say, let's table this for later, but we're on live TV, Ripa said. It teaches you to be very measured in how you disagree, but also leaves you feeling stifled sometimes. These constraints often mean that full, honest conversations must wait until after the cameras stop, which isn't always ideal when emotions are running high. Balancing on-screen chemistry with real-life friction. Viewers often praise the couple for their natural chemistry, and while that's certainly rooted in their long-standing connection, Kelly admitted that maintaining that vibe during difficult days is one of the toughest parts of the job. There's a level of performance involved, she said. Even if we had an argument that morning at home, we have to show up and be Kelly and Mark, the happy couple America wakes up to. She noted that sometimes the act of pretending to be perfectly in sync can feel emotionally exhausting, especially when personal issues are left unresolved for the sake of the show. Navigating ego and identity. A dynamic that few people consider, Ripa revealed, is the challenge of balancing individual identities in a shared spotlight. Kelly had been the face of Live for over 2 decades before Mark joined her as co-host. Transitioning from my show to our show wasn't just a matter of branding, it required a shift in mindset too. There's ego involved, she acknowledged. Not in a bad way, but in the sense that I had built something over 20 years. Now we're recalibrating that to include both our voices equally. It's beautiful, but it also takes conscious effort. Kelly praised Mark for being respectful of that history, but admitted it's still a work in progress navigating who they are as co-hosts versus who they are as spouses. No regrets, but not without challenges. Despite the very real downsides, Kelly emphasized that she wouldn't trade the opportunity. There's a reason we said yes to this, she said. We genuinely enjoy each other's company, and we believe we bring something unique to the table.